The Empire panics. Unknown vessel. No origin. No data and incredible speed. The Terran Union's deep space monitoring station was quiet that morning, except for the soft hum of computers and the distant chatter of scientists and officers moving about. Commander Alex Carter leaned over a display console, his eyes scanning the streams of incoming data. The station was routine, almost boring. Ships passed through known space lanes, satellites reported their positions, and everything worked like clockwork. That is, until the alert came. "Commander, you need to see this," said Megan Brooks, one of the lead astrophysicists, pointing at the screen. Her voice was calm, but there was tension in her tone. On the monitor, a strange object streaked across known space. It moved faster than any vessel humans had ever recorded, faster than anything the Terran Union had built. Alex leaned closer. "That can't be right," he muttered.
"Are the sensors malfunctioning?" Megan shook her head. "I've double-checked."
"Triple-checked. It's real. And it's moving too fast to be a normal ship. It isn't slowing down. It isn't following any natural path. It's impossible." Alex felt a chill in his stomach. Alex felt a chill in his stomach. Alex felt a chill in his stomach. He had seen fast ships before, experimental vessels, military prototypes, but nothing like this. This object wasn't just fast. It seemed untouchable. Untouchable in ways that made him uneasy. "What about identification?" he asked. "None," Megan said. "No origin, no energy signature we recognize. It doesn't match any records in the Union database. It doesn't even seem to obey normal physics in the way it moves." So, an unknown vessel, appearing out of nowhere, moving faster than anything we have, and we have no clue who or what it is. He let out a long breath. "Alert the fleet. Let them know we have a potential anomaly. Commander, you should know. It's moving toward Korthan space." The Korthans were the largest and most powerful empire in this part of the galaxy. Humans had traded and communicated with them in the past, but the Korthan Empire was proud, aggressive, and highly secretive. If they detected a strange ship near their borders, panic would follow. Alex swallowed. "Then we need to monitor it carefully, and we need to make sure it doesn't start a war by accident." Meanwhile, far away in Korthan space, alarms blared across the bridges of several capital ships. Admiral Treelock stared at his console, his large hands trembling slightly. The fleet's sensors had picked up an object moving at an impossible speed. They had tried to identify it, scan it, track it, but every attempt failed. "No signature," one officer reported. "No readings at all. It's like it isn't even there." Admiral Treelock's eyes narrowed. "Impossible. Every object leaves a trace. Every ship, every asteroid, every dust cloud. This thing leaves nothing." Another officer spoke up, voice shaking. "It's human, sir." "Maybe, but it doesn't match any human designs we know. They're experimental programs. Maybe they've created something beyond our understanding?" Trelock growled. "Human or not, it is here now. We cannot allow it to reach our inner systems. Prepare the fleet to intercept. Use all sensors, all scanners, everything. I want eyes on it." Back on the Terran monitoring station, Alex and Megan watched as the object continued its impossible flight. It passed through star systems, close enough for some gravitational interactions, but it did not slow. It ignored the natural pull of stars and planets, as if the galaxy itself offered no resistance. "Commander," Megan said, her voice low, "look at this trajectory. It's folding space. Alex blinked. Folding space. Yes, Megan explained. It's as if it is taking shortcuts through the universe. It disappears from one point and appears instantly in another. That's why it seems so fast. That's why we can't detect it properly. Alex leaned back, trying to comprehend what she said. If that's true, humans have never done anything like this. And if it's not humans? His voice trailed off. Megan looked worried. We don't know, and we might not have time to find out before it reaches Corthan territory. If they see this and don't understand it, Alex nodded grimly. Then we need to be ready. Alert the High Council and keep monitoring. Every second counts. At that moment, the Horizon Runner, the mysterious ship, passed near the edge of the Terran sensor grid. Captain Ryan Cole sat in the cockpit, hands resting lightly on the controls. Unlike most pilots, he didn't have to fly in the traditional sense. The ship's advanced space-time folding drive made manual navigation almost unnecessary. He only needed to ensure the systems remained stable. Approaching Corthon space, Ryan reported calmly. His voice was steady, but there was an undercurrent of excitement. The Horizon Runner was designed for exploration, for testing the limits of human engineering. Today, it was about to test the limits of the galaxy itself. Back at the monitoring station, Alex and Megan watched as the object appeared closer to Corthan borders. The fleet alerts were going out now, the Terran Union coordinating with Corthan intelligence quietly, hoping to prevent a misunderstanding. Suddenly, the object made a movement no one expected. It slowed, or rather, it appeared to slow, relative to nearby stars. It hovered briefly near a Corthan patrol ship, appearing out of nowhere, and then disappeared again. What just happened? Alex whispered.
It's observing, Megan said. It's not attacking.
It's just watching.
Far away, Admiral Trellock's fleet scrambled. All ships, converge on the target. Identify it. Intercept it if necessary. I want to know what this is. But no matter what the Corthan ships tried, they could not keep up. The Horizon Runner moved with a speed and unpredictability beyond comprehension. The fleet could see flashes on the sensors, strange distortions in space where the ship seemed to be, but no ship materialized in a predictable location. Back at the Terran monitoring station, Alex received a message from the Terran Union leadership. It was simple and direct. Commander Carter, the vessel is ours. Classified. Experimental. Do not interfere. Observe and report. No engagement.
Alex looked at Megan. It's human? Yes, she said, though her voice was tinged with disbelief.
But this is beyond anything I've ever studied. They've done it. Humans have done it. Meanwhile, the Corthon Empire's intelligence officers were in a frenzy. They had no record of any human vessel capable of this. The data they had, fragmented scans, sensor blips, did not match any known physics. Some scientists whispered that humans had broken the rules of the universe itself. Admiral Trellock could feel the panic growing in his command. Reports came in from colonies and outposts. The ship had appeared near inhabited worlds, near strategic stations, and disappeared before any Corthan fleet could reach it. Every appearance caused fear, confusion, and whispers of doom. What is their goal? He demanded. Why are they doing this? No one knows, sir, a junior officer replied. It doesn't attack. It doesn't communicate. It just exists and moves too fast to stop. On the Horizon Runner, Ryan Cole prepared for the next jump. System stable, he said. Next destination, outer Corthon space. Let's see what they do. Alex and Megan watched as the object made its next jump, leaving their sensors spinning in confusion. Megan shook her head. If the Empire finds out this is humans, they'll panic. And if they panic, her voice trailed off. Alex's jaw tightened. Then we have to make sure they don't. We have to track it, understand it, and hope the Empire doesn't see it as a threat. Humanity isn't ready for a war with them. Not yet. Hours passed. Hours passed. The object moved unpredictably, passing systems in hours that would have taken fleets years to cross. Every time it appeared, sensors failed to keep up. Every time it vanished, it left behind more questions than answers. At the Terran monitoring station, a low hum filled the room as data streamed in. Alex leaned back in his chair, rubbing his eyes. Megan, whatever that ship is, it's not just technology. It's a message the galaxy isn't ready to understand. Megan nodded slowly, staring at the monitor. Yes, and I don't think the Empire will wait to find out. If they panic, it could be the start of something big. Something we can't control. Alex stood and walked to the observation window, looking out at the stars. The galaxy seemed calm, ordinary, peaceful, but he knew better. Somewhere out there, the Horizon Runner moved faster than thought, watching, observing, and changing the balance of power in the galaxy without anyone realizing it. And for the first time in his career, Alex Carter felt the weight of humanity's future on his shoulders. Alex Carter sat in the control room, staring at the shifting patterns on the screen. The Horizon Runner, the mysterious human vessel, had vanished again from their sensors, leaving only strange distortions in space where it had been. Megan Brooks sat beside him, her fingers tapping on the keyboard as she tried to analyze the readings. "Commander," Megan said slowly, "I think we're starting to understand a little. The ship doesn't just move fast, it folds space itself. It's not traveling through normal space, it's bending the universe to reach its destination." Alex frowned. "So, it's skipping space entirely?" "Yes," Megan replied. "It disappears from one point and reappears somewhere else instantly. That's why no fleet can catch it, why sensors fail. Whatever humans did to build this ship, it's beyond anything the galaxy has ever seen. This is insane. If the Korthons see this as a weapon..." He paused, trying to imagine the panic. "They'll think humans are gods or monsters." Megan shivered. "And they might not be wrong. This technology, it changes everything. If we were enemies, we couldn't stop it. We couldn't even see it coming. Then we have to be very careful. This isn't just an experiment anymore. It's a message. And the wrong people could misread it." Meanwhile, far away, the Korthan Empire was in chaos. Admiral Treylock and his council had no answers. Every time their fleets tried to intercept the Horizon Runner, it disappeared before they could reach it. Sensor readings returned nothing. The ship's movements defied physics. Their scientists were baffled. "This is unacceptable," Treylock growled, slamming a fist on the table. "How can a single human vessel outmaneuver an entire fleet? They must be hiding something." "There is no other explanation." A Korthan officer spoke cautiously. "Admiral, it is possible they have technology we cannot even understand. It may be experimental, yes, but it seems intentional. They want us to see it." Treylock's eyes narrowed. "That? See it? Or scare us? Humans are unpredictable. If this is a weapon, they could destroy entire systems before we react." Back at Terran Union headquarters, Alex and Megan were called to a secure briefing. The council explained the situation in more detail. The Horizon Runner was a top-secret project, designed not as a weapon, but as a demonstration of advanced human engineering and exploration capability. Captain Ryan Cole, the pilot of the vessel, was the only person who could operate the space-time folding drive. The Council described it in simple terms. The ship could move across light years in hours by folding the fabric of space. It could appear anywhere, monitor fleets, or reach colonies instantly.
This explains everything, Megan whispered.
Its speed, its unpredictability, why the Corthans can't track it. Alex nodded. And it explains why the Empire is panicking. They've never seen humans do anything like this before. They're terrified, and they don't even know why. The Council reminded Alex and Megan to observe and report, but not to interfere. The mission of the Horizon Runner was exploration, testing, and proving a point. Humanity was capable of things no other civilization had yet achieved. On the Horizon Runner itself, Ryan Cole watched the stars pass by. Though watch was not exactly the right word. The stars appeared almost frozen, stretched, and distorted as the ship folded through space. The experience was disorienting, but Ryan had trained for it. He had to focus on keeping the system stable, monitoring the ship's internal energy fields, and making sure the drive remained in perfect alignment. "Next jump in 3, 2, 1, Ryan said calmly. The ship folded again, vanishing from sensors and reappearing near the outer edge of Corthan space. This time the Horizon Runner did not just observe, it transmitted a simple signal, a peaceful, neutral message, encoded in human language, visible to anyone scanning the frequencies. It was a greeting, a demonstration of intent. Back on the Corthan command stations, the message appeared on multiple consoles. Officers read the words aloud. Some laughed nervously. Some froze in fear. The message was clear. Humanity was capable of moving faster than thought, reaching anywhere in the galaxy, and they were not hiding it. Admiral Treylock clenched his jaw. "They're not threatening us yet, but they don't need to. The message is enough to make everyone here doubt themselves. They've shown power we cannot match. They've shown us our limitations." Meanwhile, Alex and Megan analyzed the new data streaming from Terran sensors. "They're responding," Megan said. "The Horizon Runner isn't just moving.
It's testing the Empire's reaction. They're showing themselves without aggression."
Alex nodded, which makes this even more dangerous. The Corthans don't understand humans. They may see this as a threat and respond with force. And that could start a war before we even have a chance to explain anything. Hours passed. The Horizon Runner continued its unpredictable course, appearing briefly near trade stations, Corthan patrols, and human colonies, then vanishing again. Each time it left, sensors scrambled and fleets frustrated. Every appearance caused a mix of awe and fear. Captain Ryan Cole monitored the response carefully. He knew the ship's power could be misunderstood. He had orders not to attack, not to interfere, not to provoke. But he also understood that humans were showing something important. They had reached a point in technology where speed, observation, and intelligence could change the balance of power in the galaxy. Meanwhile, in the Terran Union briefing room, Alex spoke with Megan and the Council. "This is bigger than any experiment," he said. "The Horizon Runner is a demonstration, yes, but it also shows what humans are capable of. If we use this responsibly, it could prevent war. But if the Empire misreads it," Megan nodded, "then it could start one. They've never seen anything like this. They don't know what humans are capable of. And they fear the unknown." Across Corthan space, panic was spreading. Fleet commanders argued with each other, trying to decide what to do. Some wanted to attack the Horizon Runner immediately, even without understanding it. Others warned that such an action could be catastrophic. The humans are dangerous, one officer said, not because they attack, but because they are unpredictable. We cannot track them. We cannot understand them. And that makes them gods in their own way. Admiral Trelawney paced in his office. We need answers, he said. Find out how they built this ship. Find out what it can do, and prepare for the worst. If humans can move faster than we can react, we must assume they can do anything. Back on the Horizon Runner, Ryan Cole prepared for another jump. Next destination, a neutral system outside the Empire. We need more data before they panic further, he said to the ship's AI. The system responded with efficiency, plotting a safe path for the jump. Alex and Megan watched the data. They're being careful, Megan said. Ryan is showing the Empire they're capable but not threatening. This is smart. Humans don't just rush into conflict. They demonstrate capability first. Yes, Alex said. But the Korthans may not understand that. They see humans as aggressive, even when we're not. Fear makes logic disappear. The Horizon Runner folded space once again, appearing near a Korthan research station. Ryan Cole sent another signal, this time containing basic human scientific data, showing that humans were willing to share knowledge, not just demonstrate power. On the station, the message caused confusion. Scientists debated whether it was a threat, a gift, or a test. Political leaders argued over how to respond, and everywhere fear grew. Meanwhile, the Terran Union continued to monitor everything, trying to ensure that the Korthans did not act rashly. Alex and Megan realized that this mission was no longer just about testing a ship. It was about testing the galaxy's reaction to humanity itself. Hours turned into days. The Horizon Runner continued its journey, appearing, disappearing, transmitting, observing. The Korthan Empire scrambled to respond, but nothing worked. Their fleets were too slow, their sensors too limited, and their assumptions about humans were wrong. Alex sat quietly, thinking about what this meant.
We're changing the galaxy, he said softly.
Not with weapons, not with fleets, but with knowledge and speed, and they don't even know it yet. It's like showing them a new color they've never seen, and they're scared because they don't understand it. We have to be careful. One wrong move, one misinterpretation, and this could lead to war. But if we do it right, humans could become a force for exploration, understanding, and maybe even peace. As the Horizon Runner folded space once more, vanishing from sensors, Alex and Megan realized that they were witnessing the beginning of something much larger than any of them had imagined. Humanity had crossed a line. The galaxy had noticed, and the Korthan Empire was panicking. Alex took a deep breath. We've shown them we exist. Now we need to show them we can be trusted, and that might be harder than anything else humans have ever done. The monitoring station was silent except for the soft hum of computers. Outside, the stars moved as usual, but everything had changed. Somewhere out there, the Horizon Runner moved faster than thought, showing humanity's power, its courage, and its willingness to explore the unknown. And for the first time, Alex Carter realized that humans were no longer a minor power in the galaxy. They were something new, something unpredictable, something the Empire would never forget. The Korthan Empire was in chaos. Admiral Trelawney paced the bridge of his flagship, his eyes sharp but filled with worry. Every report coming in told the same story. The Horizon Runner appeared, observed, and vanished before any fleet could reach it. The ship moved too fast to track, too clever to predict, and too powerful to ignore. Every system we monitor reports the same thing, one officer said. Unidentified ship, no signature, no response to hails, appearing and disappearing at will. Trilok's jaw tightened. It's not attacking. That makes it worse. They don't need to attack. The humans are showing us that we are powerless to stop them. Another officer spoke up cautiously. Admiral, what if it's not just an experiment? What if it is a test? Humans could be probing our defenses, learning our weaknesses. Trilok stopped pacing and stared at the officer. And what if they are right? What if humanity is more advanced than we think? Every appearance, every signal, they are teaching us that they cannot be contained. We are not ready for this. Across Corthan space, governors of distant colonies were panicked. Ships docked, citizens fled stations, and rumors spread of humans capable of godlike speed. Every report exaggerated the ship's abilities, and fear multiplied. Back at Terran Union headquarters, Alex Carter and Megan Brooks studied the latest data. The Horizon Runner had just appeared near the Corthan capital system, transmitting a simple message in human language. They came in peace, they were exploring, and they wished no harm. They're being careful, but the Empire will not understand this. Fear is stronger than logic in their command. They think anything beyond their understanding is a threat. Even if we tell them it's peaceful, they will panic. Meanwhile, the Horizon Runner moves slowly through outer Corthan space, observing patrols, scanning fleets, and recording everything. Captain Ryan Cole remained calm. His job was not to provoke, not to attack, not to intimidate. His job was to show what humanity could do without causing war. But the reactions were unpredictable. Corthan fleets scrambled whenever the ship appeared, firing sensors and energy probes, trying to scan it. Every time, the Horizon Runner folded space and vanished before they could even get a lock. Admiral Trilok called a council meeting. The top leaders of the Empire gathered, their faces pale with worry. "This is no ordinary ship," Trilok began. "It moves faster than anything we know. Its technology is beyond our understanding. It cannot be caught, and it does not communicate in a way we recognize. We are powerless before it. Admiral, we cannot let this continue. If humanity continues to demonstrate this power, the Empire will lose authority. Fear spreads faster than fleets, and our colonies are beginning to panic." Trilok nodded. "I agree. But attacking is dangerous. We do not understand it. Any strike could provoke a human response that we cannot contain." Another counselor added, "Then what do you propose?" "We will observe. We will gather intelligence. We will not act hastily, but we must prepare. Every fleet must be ready. Every system must be reinforced. Humans are no longer a minor power. We are dealing with something different." Back on the Horizon Runner, Ryan Cole monitored the Empire's fleets. "They are cautious," he said to the ship's AI. "They are scared, but they are not attacking yet. That gives us an opportunity." Alex and Megan watched the data unfold. "They're panicking," Megan whispered. "And the worst part is, they don't even know why. They see humans as unpredictable, dangerous, and superior in a way they cannot measure." Alex's eyes narrowed. "Which is true. Humans are unpredictable. Humans are clever. Humans refuse to accept limits. And the Horizon Runner shows that in every movement. The Horizon Runner continued its demonstration, appearing near Corthan supply stations and then vanishing again. Every appearance caused fleets to scramble, Sensors overloaded. Commands were miscommunicated. Panic spread in every system. Treylock was furious. We cannot allow this. Prepare all ships for immediate response. Intercept. Do not let them cross into our inner systems. Officers hesitated. Sir, we cannot catch them. No fleet can match their speed.
I don't care, Treylock snapped. We will try.
Every system must be on alert. Humanity cannot be allowed to show this level of power without consequence. Meanwhile, Terran Union Command watched the developments. Alex and Megan realized that the humans had a chance to send a larger message, not with weapons, but with clarity. The Horizon Runner could show the Empire that humans did not come to conquer, but to explore, to test, and to share knowledge. Megan suggested, Commander, if we send a controlled message through the Horizon Runner showing our intentions clearly, we might calm some fear, at least prevent rash decisions. Yes, but carefully. The Empire is fragile right now. One wrong word, and it could trigger the war we are trying to avoid. On the Horizon Runner, Ryan Cole prepared to transmit another signal. This time, it was simple, structured, and peaceful. The ship broadcast scientific diagrams, simple greetings, and images of human exploration efforts. It did not threaten. It did not boast. It simply demonstrated. Humans had power, yes, but they were willing to cooperate. The message reached Corthan stations. Officers stared at it in disbelief. Scientists studied it, trying to reverse engineer the technology. Politicians debated. Fear remained, but for some, curiosity began to mix with panic. Could humans be allies instead of enemies? Admiral Treylock was not convinced. They are showing strength. Do not forget that, he said. But perhaps there is a way to use this. We must prepare for the worst, but consider the possibility that humans might cooperate. Back at Terran Union headquarters, Alex sighed. It's a delicate balance. The Horizon Runner shows our capabilities, but also our intentions. If we misstep, the Empire could see this as a threat. But if we succeed, humans could become a respected force for exploration, and maybe peace. Megan looked at him. They fear us, because we do not follow the same rules they do. Humans take risks. Humans think differently. They cannot predict us. That scares them more than any weapon. Alex nodded. Exactly. And we need to use that wisely. Power without understanding is dangerous, but power with trust, that can change everything. The Horizon Runner moved to a distant, neutral system. There it waited, appearing and disappearing in controlled intervals. Ryan Cole monitored the Empire's reaction. Every fleet movement, every alert, every panic signal was recorded. Humans were studying the Empire, just as the Empire was studying humans. Treylock's fleets remained on high alert. Orders came through constantly. Prepare weapons. Monitor all borders. Reinforce stations. Do not allow humans to reach inner systems without knowledge of their intentions. Officers whispered among themselves. They are not attacking. But they are faster than anything we know. How can we respond if they choose to fight? Treylock stared at the view screen, watching the strange distortions left by the Horizon Runner. We do not know their limits, he said quietly. We do not know their goals. And that is the scariest part of all. Meanwhile, Alex and Megan prepared reports for the council. They are panicking, Megan said again. But that panic is teaching them something important. Fear of the unknown is not always bad. It can lead to caution, to reflection, to understanding. Alex nodded. Yes, But we have to guide that understanding. If the Empire acts out of pure fear, humans may have to respond in ways we do not want. The Horizon Runner folded space again, appearing near a Corthon research station. Ryan transmitted another peaceful signal, emphasizing cooperation, exploration, and understanding. Scientists and officers read the message, debated it, and slowly began to consider a different possibility. Humans were not monsters. Humans were unpredictable, yes, but also intelligent and curious. Admiral Trelock remained cautious. Do not forget their speed. Do not forget their technology. But perhaps there is a way to avoid disaster. Perhaps humans can be partners instead of threats. Alex and Megan watched the readings come in. It's working, Megan said. Some of them are beginning to see humans differently. Fear is still there, but curiosity is starting to grow. Alex smiled faintly. That is the point. Humans do not conquer with weapons alone. Humans inspire, challenge, and force others to see beyond their limits. That is our greatest strength. The Horizon Runner continued its careful course, appearing in controlled locations, transmitting messages, observing fleets, and recording reactions. Every move was deliberate. Every appearance was measured. Humans were showing power, but also restraint. In Corthon space, chaos and curiosity coexisted. Some fleets still scrambled, some leaders still panicked, but some began to question, what if humans were not the enemy? What if this technology, this speed, this unpredictability could be a chance for growth rather than war? Admiral Trelock stared at the stars, thinking. Humanity is something new, he said quietly.
We cannot predict them. We cannot stop them.
And yet, perhaps that is not a reason for fear alone. Back at Terran Union headquarters, Alex Carter leaned back in his chair. Part 3 is always the hardest, he said, keeping the Empire from overreacting while showing what we can do. It's a delicate balance. But the Horizon Runner is doing it, showing humanity's power and humanity's intentions at the same time. Megan smiled faintly, and that is what makes humans different. Fear is natural, but understanding is stronger. And we are showing that in the right way. The Horizon Runner disappeared into the distance, leaving Corthon fleets scrambling and scientists debating. The galaxy was beginning to notice that humans were no longer a minor power. Humans were capable of things no empire had ever imagined. And for the first time, Admiral Trelock considered something new. Perhaps humans were not a threat to fear. Perhaps humans were a force that could change the galaxy in ways no one had yet imagined. But he still did not trust them, not fully. Fear, after all, is hard to erase. And the Horizon Runner continued its mission, moving faster than thought, observing, demonstrating, and showing humanity's power and restraint in equal measure. The Horizon Runner moved silently through space, faster than thought, folding the universe around it as it traveled from system to system. Captain Ryan Cole sat in the cockpit, monitoring the ship's systems. He knew that the Corthon Empire was watching, trying to understand, trying to predict, but failing at every turn. Status report, Ryan said to the ship's AI. All systems stable, the AI responded. No anomalies detected. Fleet reactions recorded and analyzed. The Corthons remain uncertain, with moderate panic in central systems and growing curiosity in outer systems. Ryan leaned back. Good. Keep it that way. We don't want war. We want understanding. Far away, Admiral Traylock stared at the reports coming in from his fleets. The Horizon Runner had appeared again, near one of their research stations, and sent a peaceful signal. This time it included an invitation. Human scientists and engineers were offering to share knowledge, to demonstrate the ship's technology safely, and to cooperate with Korthan scientists. Prepare a response, Traylock ordered, but make it cautious. Do not allow them into the inner systems until we understand this fully. They are not attacking. They are not attacking.
They are showing restraint. Could humans really be
Trustworthy? Traylock did not answer. He was thinking deeply. Humans had demonstrated incredible speed and capability, yet they had not attacked, not even when they could have. That was something no other civilization had done. They could have destroyed entire fleets in seconds, yet they chose to observe and communicate instead. At Terran Union headquarters, Alex Carter and Megan Brooks watched the communications logs. They're responding, Megan said. Some Korthan leaders are beginning to consider cooperation. Fear is still there, but curiosity is taking hold. Alex nodded. This is the turning point. We've shown power, yes, but also restraint. Now we have to show that humans are willing to share, not dominate. Meanwhile, the Horizon Runner folded space again, appearing near a neutral system on the edge of Korthan territory. Ryan prepared the next transmission, carefully composing a message that emphasized human intentions, exploration, learning, and cooperation. The ship broadcast images of human colonies, research labs, and scientific missions. It included simple instructions for safely observing and understanding the space-time folding technology. Back on Korthan command stations, the images caused mixed reactions. Some officers and scientists were amazed. Others were suspicious, and many were still frightened. But slowly, discussions began to shift. Could humans be allies instead of threats? Admiral Traylock studied the data for hours. They have power we cannot match, he said quietly to himself. But they use it wisely. They do not attack. They do not destroy. Perhaps we misjudged them. Terran Union analysts tracked the Korthan reactions closely.
Alex spoke with Megan. We have to be ready for misunderstandings, he said.
Even with these messages, some may act out of fear. But the more we show cooperation, the more likely the Empire will understand our intentions. The Horizon Runner moved again, folding space toward the heart of Korthan influence. Ryan transmitted a direct communication to a senior Korthan scientist, offering an invitation to visit the ship, learn, and share knowledge. At first, the message was met with skepticism. Some scientists refused, fearing human trickery. Others argued that this was a historic opportunity, a chance to study technology that could advance the galaxy. Admiral Traylock weighed the options carefully. We cannot ignore this. If we act with hostility, we risk war. But if we accept, we could gain allies and knowledge beyond our expectations. A small delegation of Korthan scientists would visit the Horizon Runner. They would see the technology firsthand, ask questions, and observe humanity's approach. On board the Horizon Runner, Ryan prepared for their arrival. We have to show them everything safely, he said. Our goal is understanding, not intimidation. They must see humans as partners, not threats. When the Korthan delegation arrived, the atmosphere was tense. The scientists were cautious, observing every detail. They studied the ship's design, the space-time folding drive, and the control systems. Ryan and the human crew explained how the ship worked, emphasizing exploration and scientific discovery. Megan Brooks joined the discussions via communication link. "This is not a weapon," she explained. "It is a tool for understanding the galaxy." Humans have always pushed boundaries, not to dominate, but to learn. The Corthan scientists were surprised. They had expected arrogance, aggression, or secrecy. Instead, they found openness, curiosity, and patience. Slowly, they began to trust. They asked questions, proposed experiments, and worked alongside humans to test safe methods for observing space-time folding. Back on the Corthan homeworld, news of the cooperation began to spread. Fear was still present, but it was being replaced by curiosity. People realized that humans were not attacking. They were not threatening. They were showing a new way to explore and understand the galaxy. Admiral Trelaw called a meeting with his top leaders.
"Humans have demonstrated power we cannot match," he said, "but they have not used it for war."
They have offered knowledge and cooperation. We must consider that this is a chance, not a threat. We may not understand them fully, but we must try. Alex Carter and Megan Brooks watched the developments unfold. "This is exactly what we hoped for," Alex said. "The Empire sees humans as unpredictable, yes, but also capable of wisdom and restraint. That is our strength. Fear can only last so long. Curiosity and understanding will follow. Humans are proving that intelligence and cooperation matter more than raw power." The Horizon Runner continued its mission, visiting Corthan systems, neutral systems, and human colonies. Everywhere it went, it demonstrated the same message. Humans were powerful, but responsible. They could reach anywhere, observe anything, and act with restraint. Ryan Cole reflected on the journey. "We've shown them what humans are capable of," he said to the AI. "But more importantly, we've shown them what humans want: knowledge, cooperation, and understanding. That is the real message." In the Corthan Empire, the reaction shifted further. Some fleets were still on alert, but most were now curious observers. Scientists and engineers began planning joint projects with human crews. Politicians discussed treaties that could allow shared exploration of space. Fear was still present, but it was no longer the dominant force. Admiral Trelaw addressed his council. "Humans have power we cannot match," he said. "But they do not use it for domination. They offer knowledge, and they respect life. We cannot ignore this. We must learn from them, cooperate, and prepare for the future together." Back at Terran Union headquarters, Alex Carter smiled as he watched the data. "It worked," he said. "The Horizon Runner did more than show speed or technology. It showed humanity itself. That is what HFY is about. Humans are clever, brave, and willing to explore beyond limits, but we also respect life and knowledge." Megan nodded. "And now the galaxy knows it. Fear may linger, but understanding is growing. Humans are no longer just another species. We are something different, something that inspires." The Horizon Runner moved into unexplored space, carrying humans and Corthan observers alike. They traveled together, testing, learning, and discovering. The ship became a symbol of what humans could achieve: speed, intelligence, courage, and cooperation. Admiral Trelaw continued to monitor the mission. "We may not fully understand humans yet," he said quietly, "but we are beginning to see what makes them special. They are unpredictable, yes, but also capable of greatness. That is something we can respect." Alex Carter looked at the stars, thinking about the journey. "Humans have always wanted to explore," he said, "and now the galaxy is seeing why. Speed alone is impressive, but restraint, intelligence, and curiosity, that is what sets us apart. Megan Brooks added, and this is only the beginning. The Horizon Runner is a start, not the end. Humans will continue to push boundaries, to discover and to inspire. That is our message to the galaxy.
Woo!
The Horizon Runner folded space one last time in this part of its journey, leaving behind fleets that had feared it and systems that had doubted it. Wherever it went, humans had left a message. Strength is not just in weapons or speed, but in knowledge, courage, and the willingness to reach beyond the stars responsibly. And in that moment, the galaxy began to change. The Korthon Empire, once fearful and rigid, started to consider cooperation and learning. Humans, unpredictable and bold, had proven themselves not just capable, but honorable. Ryan Cole looked out at the stars, quiet and thoughtful. "We did more than survive," he said. "We did more than explore. We showed what humanity can be. That is the real victory." Alex Carter and Megan Brooks watched the data feeds one last time. They knew that the journey was far from over, but the first steps had been taken. Humans were no longer minor players. Humans were a force for exploration, understanding, and inspiration. And the Horizon Runner, moving faster than thought, folding space and bending expectations, continued to carry humanity's message into the unknown. Power and intelligence are valuable, but restraint, cooperation, and curiosity are what truly define a species. The stars stretched out endlessly ahead, full of mystery, danger, and promise. And for the first time, many in the galaxy realized that humans were ready to meet it all.